Hola. Good evening, sports fans. I'm here with Robert with WTP Sports and FanDuel Zaya. And I'm Parlay Poe of WTP Sports, here to talk about the game that's going down this weekend, 1 versus 2, Texas versus O State. So we about to get right into it. No, how y'all feeling first?
Yeah. We getting closer and closer. We getting closer and closer.
This is what all the excitement is about, baby. We want to see matchups like this. My horns about to crush all kinds and trample all kinds of Buckeyes all up under their hoofs. Let's go.
Let's get into it then. Is there a position group on your team in this game that worries you? FanDuel Zaya first.
I want to see what that right tackle, not position group, more or less a position. That right tackle. I mean, Colin Simmons is a monster. And they've been in a heated battle. We got Ethan out of the portal. He didn't solidify himself as that left tackle. So I think we're gonna start Philip Daniels, and that's kind of a eerie sign for me because they said he wasn't like that at Minnesota. So I mean, he could have definitely got better. He had like 5 starts last year at Minnesota. So we're gonna see though. I don't know. I hear that where he started from in the spring to now, he definitely then improved in technique. So I don't know. It's just Colin Simmons. He can wreck a game, bro. So them tackles gotta be on point. I'm talking about from the jump. And we got a brand new quarterback. So man, y'all gotta protect him at all costs. Cause if he get hit early, you know, the knock on him is that he don't got a lot of poise and they don't know about his toughness. That's what they say. So I'm real curious about what that right side looks like and how they're gonna fare. Philip Daniels, Ethan, whichever one we roll out, but I believe it's Philip Daniels.
Okay, Robert, how you feel about the same position group?
Initially, man, I was going to be concerned about our offensive line, you know, not having as much experience in terms of playing time. But when I started looking at it and I started understanding they're practicing against a really, really elite defensive line. So there's going to be times when they're going to be made to look like they're not doing well or they don't look good. But when I think back to Kyle Flood and the fact that this guy has been there for the time that he's been there, the portal has been open for 4 or 5 years. He has not had to go in the portal to get an offensive lineman, which means the guys that he's had on campus are guys that he feel like are developing and are going to be ready when their time comes. And I think all the talk that we were hearing about Texas offensive line having issues, I think it was because those guys are new and they got to gel, but also because our defensive line is going to be so good that they're going to make some guys look bad. But I think our offensive line is going to be fine. I'm not worried about them. But initially, that was going to be the group that I was worried about.
Okay, T1, how you doing, man?
What it do? What's up, Parlay Poe? What it do, Rob? What it do, FanDuel?
I'm gonna give you the same question. I'm gonna give
Come
you
on
the
with
same
it, bro.
What position is you worried about in this game?
Probably. I don't know if I should put my beers in the cooler or in the refrigerator. I don't know if I want them close to me or if I want to, get up and go back and forth to the refrigerator. So, that's what I'm feeling like that. Or you talking about Ohio State, the Ohio State Texas game?
Yeah, that's what we
Oh,
talking
I
about.
ain't worried about no positions. Okay, yeah. I ain't worried about nothing. Hey, look, I'm the biggest homer in the world, but also too, I'm trying to tell people, man, our offense and defense. I'm looking for our offense and defense to be better than it was last year.
With all the guys y'all lost, you looking for your offense and defense to be better, even though y'all have first round picks on that team.
Yes, sir. And I'm gonna tell you from the offensive end, the way I feel good about the offensive end because that front line, it's experience. We really, really have our front line our offensive line has kind of like been one of our weak points for the past few years.
But y'all lost 3 dudes off of there. 3 dudes.
I know, but listen, we got 3 dudes, 4 dudes on there that played during this national championship run. So they have the best and the best experience that you could possibly have coming into the season. So I'm not feeling so bad about that group because I feel like that group is going to open up some holes for our new running backs, and our new running backs are just going to be plug and play. And the same goes for the defensive line over on the defensive side. I feel like it's going to be better because when you think about Jack Sawyer and JT for the past few years, everybody know, man, they didn't do what we thought they were going to do when they came in here. I'm just glad that they got to leave with a national championship, but they didn't follow the steps of the Bosas and the Chases and the Holmes and the Lewises and just the cast that was on that defensive end that was putting up numbers from day one. So I'm looking to see if Curry and Kenyatta can do that on the ends, and I feel like they're at least going to give us what we got from them guys last year. So I'm like really confident with my Buckeyes.
Okay. Well, you walk me right into this next question. Rob, I'm going to give it to you first. Do you see a advantage with them 3 guys gone from the O-line of the Buckeyes? Do you see your D-line have advantage over their O-line?
I really do believe that Texas's defensive line is going to have as much advantage going against Ohio State's offensive line as Ohio State's defensive line is going to have against Texas offensive line. Probably more so because I don't think they have a Colin Simmons on their edge like we have, and I believe that Colin Simmons is going to be one of those guys who's going to really make it really, really tough for that offensive line. But if I was Ohio State, I would run at Colin Simmons, which is probably something that they're going to do, force him to make tackles in the run game and try to bring some guys after him. But if they sit back and let him pass rush, it's going to be a heavy load for them to have to handle.
Okay, Zay, what side of the ball y'all think y'all have advantage on? The O-line and D-line?
Believe it or not, man, I think it's pretty even in the trenches, man. Like the 3 guys that's going to be in the middle of our line, they started the last 5 games of the year. So in Austin Sterville, he gonna run out at left tackle, and he the best one. They saying he the best offensive lineman we got. So I mean, they got some dudes on that defensive line. Don't get it twisted. I like the experience that we returned though. And as far as their offensive line, I know they got players on that offensive line. They got recruits, and really we got a lot of unproven talent on that defensive line. And I'm gonna just say, going into the game, I'm gonna call it even, but we're gonna learn a lot about both sides of the ball on both of these teams. Well, really, Texas defensive line is already proven. We don't have no question about them. We already know what they got down there. But on Ohio State's offensive line, that side is proven, and on Texas's offensive line, we're going to see what guys looking like, who been working, who done progressed through the spring and fall, and on our defensive line, we just going to learn about names that nobody really knows about.
Okay, T1, how you feel?
I'm with Zay on that. I feel like they're pretty even on both the offensive and defensive line. And I say I would give a slight edge, just like Zay said. I give a slight edge to Texas, because they have Simmons over there on the other side, who is a proven player. But like I said, that front five that they're going to see is an experienced front five. So our front five is more experienced and more championship ready than that defensive line over on the other end. So, like I said, I think they're pretty close to even. We're just waiting on our players to break out. We have some new players coming in, but we all know Ohio State, year in, year out, those positions, those guys going to the NFL. Guys that's in there, they're going to the NFL. They're getting drafted. They're going to make some money. So I don't look for anything different this season than us going out and doing our thing. But the offensive defensive line, I mean, it's going to be a banger. It's going to be a good one. And I feel like our offensive line is seasoned enough to contain Texas defensive line. And I think our defensive line is we're gonna have to show and prove that we are still of the Ohio State silver bullet caliber to where we got them rushmen and we getting after the quarterback. So, I can't wait. We all licking at the chops right now.
And I want to reiterate too something I've said on stream. Jim Knowles does not like his defensive line to rush the passer. He don't cut guys loose. He's more of a contained guy. That's why him and Larry Johnson was bumping heads. I expect them dudes to be off the leash this year, the whole year.
So, with that being said, should either defense coordinator be complex in their scheme during the first game, or y'all holding back something, or y'all going full force? What y'all doing, Zay?
The offense gonna be jelly, man. The game plan, the script is gonna be a lot of quick shots for just to get Julian into the game early on. I think you'll start trying to see more shots in the second half, maybe. I think we should take a shot on the first play, though. I'm telling y'all, it's on the script for real. A shot first play, let him get his feet in the water and get a feel for the environment. But outside of that, I think we're going to try to run the ball, man. I think whoever can run the ball the best in this game is going to win the game, honestly. Defensive-wise, man, I'm telling you, Matt Patricia, he gonna be multiple every game. Like, he got so much in his bag that you're gonna see different looks every game. And both quarterbacks is relatively inexperienced. We know Art started a couple games last year, but bro, you got to throw the kitchen sink at these dudes and see what they can read. That's the only thing I expect. You know what I mean? Like, I'm throwing the kitchen sink at Julian. I'm throwing the kitchen sink at Arch. I'm trying to see what they can't pick up during the game and see if I can find some plays that they just can't decipher. And I'm gonna keep running. I'm gonna run the hell out of it. You know what I mean? Until they can figure it out. So I think you got to throw the kitchen sink at both of these quarterbacks.
Okay, T1, how you feel?
I get to go against something that my Buckeye family is. I just don't. I guess I might just be a little bit too confident within my team, but I feel like we have so much to throw out there without showing what we're gonna have at the end of the year. Like, now we get to throw out that stuff, them plays, them defenses, all that stuff that we had in the playoffs. So now we really, like, I don't think we're gonna be as conservative as we used to, because that's what caught everybody off guard. They saw in the playoffs, you saw a lot of offense and defense that you wasn't able to prepare for, and that's why we was able to pop people upside the head. They wasn't able to prepare for it. They wasn't able to look at the Michigan game and let's say, oh, let's see what they did right here. You know, they wasn't able to do none of that. So they was just not prepared for the firepower that we had coming for them. So now I feel like that overconfidence type offense that we had against Michigan last year. Now that bag is like just a little bit more, is open a little bit more, because you best believe that they're studying that playoff run. They're studying that offense. They're studying that defense. I promise you that everybody's studying that offense and defense that they saw last year, because it wasn't anything that they saw before from the Buckeyes. So I just feel like our regular game plan now, that used to be our regular game plan playing last year and the years before that, I think that bag is open wider now. And then with Hartline at the offensive coordinator, you know he want to feature them wide receivers. And I'm going to have to go against Zay again. I feel like the team that passed the ball the best going to win this game, because Ohio State, we could run the ball. We could be running the ball, getting good yards, getting good scores, maybe even a field goal. Bam. But Texas could be back there slanging and banging that boy, and they scoring quick, and they scoring fast, and they scoring a bunch. So I'm going to have to go opposite of my Buckeye brother on this one. I feel like whoever throw that ball the best going to win this game here.
Well, I think Texas is at a huge disadvantage when it comes to the coordinator thing, because Texas got damn near everybody back. So you could kind of reference at least something. You can't reference anything with Matt Patricia or Brian Hartline.
Texas got what back? Because Texas lost just as much as we did.
They got most of their coordinators back.
Okay, coordinator.
Yeah.
Gotcha,
so it's like we got film we can reference for at least a base. They have no base to reference for Matt Patricia. They don't have no clue what he's about to come
or Hartline. We don't know. Even I don't know what Hartline going to do, but I want to hope that he's going to showcase those wide receivers, because we got the best wide receivers in the country, and we got to start airing it out even more.
Okay, Robert. What defensive coordinator is going to be complex in the scheme during the first game?
He's not going to be complex unless he's forced to be complex. I believe he's going to come out probably in a too high safety look. He's going to be able to deploy things from whatever their base set is. But I'm going to tell you right now, they're going to try to give Julian Sain a bunch of different looks that he probably hasn't seen before, but falling back into that base scheme. I agree with Zay on the fact that we have no idea what Hartline is going to do. We have no idea what Matt Patricia is going to do. It's probably going to take us a couple of possessions and a couple of maybe even a quarter to figure out, what they're trying to do. Which it doesn't
might be down 14-zip by then if that happens.
It doesn't take PK and Steve Sarkisian long to figure that out, because they got so much talent on the defensive side of the ball. I don't think the defense is really worried about that. There's nothing that Hartline is going to do that the PK hasn't seen. So he's going to have a scheme for everything. Our main goal is to make sure that we don't let Jeremiah Smith get over the top of us, much like we did last year. And we know that they're probably going to want to come out and get the ball in his hands as quickly as possible on some short routes, and we just going to tackle. But I don't think he's going to be complex unless he's forced to be. And I don't really believe that Ohio State in game one is going to want to try to do a whole lot of complex stuff, because it's game one. It's not a conference game, so I don't think they're going to do a whole lot of stuff unless they're forced to too.
Hey, I think this is a different game one, though. I don't think you can do a lot of holding back when you're going up against a firepower like Texas or Ohio State. I don't think you can go into it like a regular season opener to where you like. Of course, you know we're not going to show everything, and y'all not going to show everything either. But hey, you might have to pull a couple of them up out the bag to get this victory. So, you know, I it's going to be a banger, man, and I know we all excited about it.
Okay. Let's get to the next question. How can either team put the other team's linebackers in conflict? Let's go, Rob. Let me hear you first.
Well, I don't know. I don't know how good Ohio State's running backs are catching the ball out the backfield because it's almost like a new set of guys. I know they can run. I know Peoples has got some playing time. I don't know what kind of back he is out of the backfield, but I know they got one hell of a tight end that they got from Purdue. So I know that if that tight end is somebody that we have to cover with a linebacker, then that means they can creep a guy out the backfield, or either on a safety or something like that. So that could probably put our linebackers in conflict. That's the only thing that I could think of as far as putting our linebackers in conflict. But I don't know if that's something Ohio State will do with the running backs they got now. Now, if they had Travion Henderson and Quinshon Judkins, then we will be prepared for that because we know that's part of Ohio State's offense. I don't know if it's going to be a part of their offense with the running backs that they have now, especially when they got dynamic receivers and one hell of a tight end.
Okay, T1, how you feel?
No, that was a good point you had right there, for real. But I really do believe that tight end that we have now is going to open up a whole lot of things, man. So you sitting that linebacker, you're going to have to put a linebacker on that tight end. That tight end is now going to become a big part of this Ohio State passing game. And then when you have a Jeremiah out there, that tight end and those running backs may have a game. Those tight end and running backs, like when you get a game like Jeremiah had last year against Texas, and he only had the one reception for 3 yards or whatever madness it was, we won the game, which is a great thing. So I really, that was really a good point. And I think that we are going to put pressures on y'all's linebackers. I think both our linebackers are extremely athletic, and they're going to be up for the challenge. I'm actually looking for both of our linebackers to have breakout seasons, and if not both of them, at least one of those linebackers are going to be special this year. So I don't really see our linebackers getting our Sonny's experience, and Reed he's just a dog. I think he's that next great Ohio State linebacker. So I don't see us being in much of a conflict unless that offensive line that defensive line is not doing their job, and then them players are allowed to get off of the line and get their hands up on our linebackers easy. That's the only way that could happen. But I feel like that linebacker position, I feel like we're gonna have stuff locked. I feel like that's an area where Texas may be in some trouble, more trouble than us.
How you feel, Zay?
Yeah, I think Sark is going to do a lot of what he tried to do last year, which is he's going to run them running backs on rub. I could like to call them rub wheel routes, where that receiver might do a drag and then that running back run right behind his hip and try to get the linebacker a little confused. I think they're going to try to isolate Sonny and see if he picked that up over the summer. Like really for us to get their linebackers to cause conflict with them, I think we need to run a lot of 10 personnel with 4 wide receivers or 11 personnel, 3 wide receivers and a tight end and 1 running back. I think if you do a lot of bunch formations and kind of put Jeremiah Smith as the guy that you motion, I think if you motion him as the slot receiver onto another side into a bunch formation, I think that could get real tricky for their linebackers. Because then, I mean, if you're not sitting in zone, which I expect them to play way more zone than man, because they want to keep somebody over the top of Jeremiah the whole game. I mean, it could get tricky if they can scheme up a play and they know when Texas is running man, and you got a linebacker stuck on Jeremiah Smith. It's just gonna get tricky, bro. But 10 personnel, we don't run a lot of 10 personnel out of Ohio State, and I never would understand why. And that's always our best position group. You rarely see 4 receivers on the field at the same time. And when I'm talking 10 personnel, I'm talking about stretch out the field, make them linebackers play in space. And I think that's the way you get them, bro. I thought we should have did that last year. We didn't really do it at all last year, though.
Yeah. If I could add something to that, I'm glad you mentioned 10 personnel, Zaya, because when teams do run 10 personnel, man, and they got wide receivers and a good quarterback, 90% of the time, good things happen out of that position. But people don't run it a lot unless they one of those run and shoot offenses. So when you say if Ohio State went in 10 personnel, if they was to do that more often, in Texas too, when I look at Texas stats, when they go into 10 personnel, it's always successful, man. It's always, they always get a good play off of it. And they've never gotten a negative play off of 10 personnel. So I think that's a good point that you made about that. I think one thing that Steve Sarkisian is known for, whenever he has a really good pass catching tight end, he already got some kind of scheme where he's going to put the linebackers in conflict with a back out of the backfield. So when they do that motion, because he gives you a lot of eye candy, he's going to give Ohio State that same eye candy to see who's locked on who, to see where the matchup is, to see where the mismatch might be, like some sort of like what Zay said, and try to see if Sonny Styles can cover it this year. Has he gotten better over the spring and fall at covering that thing? So I'm glad he mentioned both of those points and what T-Juan mentioned as well about them having a really, really good tight end and having a tight end, a really good pass catching tight end. I think he's better than the pass catching tight end that Texas has, even though they're very close. I think that could put our linebackers in some predicaments as well.
Hey, and I want to admit, Brian, our linebackers are a different type of group. We at Ohio State, we like smaller linebackers. We always had smaller linebackers over the course, maybe 6 foot, 6'1". These dudes are 6'4", bro, 240, and they fast. They run sideline to sideline, man. They look like Georgia linebackers for real.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking for Sonny Styles to have that. Y'all gotta understand, Sonny Styles came out of high school a year early. He played his freshman year as a 17-year-old, 17-year-old, however old he was. And I know he has to have, the game has to slow down for him this year. And he was really, really close last year. He was really, really close last year. We can't afford for him to be close this year. He can't be out of position and just a little step behind and all that. I'm looking for him to be a step forward and make some big plays. Like they said, we have some big, fast linebackers now that have no problems covering a tight end or a running back coming out that backfield. So I'm really excited to see what these linebackers are going to do, because we haven't had great Ohio State, what we're used to, linebacker play in a minute. We'll know who that middle linebacker was that deal. We'll know when the last one was.
Okay. On to the next one. With Nose gone, what should Ohio State do to allow Caleb Downs to be great again?
They already started. He moving all over the field. And since we actually do have a little bit of depth back there in the secondary, and we have some players that's ready to step out onto that field and play, so now Caleb get to go from safety down to that nickel, and play the nickel back. We bring another hard-hitting safety out there that's trying to knock somebody's head off and get some more playing time. It's gonna be exciting, man. I can't wait for Saturday, man.
Yeah, I think I agree with T1. I think you're gonna see Caleb Downs line up at 4 different positions. We're gonna have a package when we got Malik Harford and Jalen McClain back there at the safety positions, and they might walk him down and play him at linebacker.
Yeah.
They gonna definitely use him at nickel at times, and they still gonna put him in the rover spot too. I think they're gonna move him everywhere though, man. You're gonna see. I think this is gonna be one of the greatest defensive years from a Buckeye we've ever seen from Caleb Downs.
And that's why I'm trying to tell people that this defense is going to be better than last year, man. Because if you think about it, the level that Curry and Jackson got to step up to fill in for JT and Jack Sawyer. I mean, I love them. I love what they did for us for those 4 years, but they actually left, and the standard wasn't really that high for them to match. You know, the standard that they came into was high, and they was not able to match it. So the standard that Curry and Jackson is coming to is not the standard that JT and Sawyer came into. They came into where the DNs were going first round and early first round and getting the money. Like they kind of dropped the bag.
Yeah, I was wondering if y'all was gonna say that it was gonna walk Caleb down like he was last year. That'd be good for him, especially because he can tackle too. Yeah, with Texas, okay. Next question.
Hold up, no, I get to say nothing right there.
Yeah.
But
yeah, we gotta let Texas get in. Although we know he's quiet, and it's a little too calm for me right now. It ain't enough beef going on, but we're gonna keep it calm for
me. You can speak on it, though.
I know, but he still can speak.
Yeah, you can
don't want to speak on your house.
Or if he don't, he can just say what he think. If he think Caleb gonna move around, or if he think he's just gonna be back there safety.
How about you tell us how y'all need to take him out of the game?
I like that. There we go.
Steve Sarkisian is definitely going to be keeping his eye on where Caleb Downs lines up. And I'm telling you right now, don't think that Steve Sarkisian is going to not try to pick Caleb Downs in conflict as well. He's going to try to pick Caleb Downs in conflict, much like he did when he played at Alabama. Now, I know he's a much more experienced player now. He was a true freshman in Alabama. But he's going to try to put him in conflict like he did when he was a freshman. He had him in a little bit of conflict last year's game. He just was able to get Ryan Wingo on a shoestring tackle. Otherwise, Ryan Wingo would have took that thing to the house because he was the last line of defense. But he was able to clip him and keep him from going the distance. But he's going to try to find out where Caleb Downs is at all time and scheme around that, and eventually try to catch Caleb Downs coming downhill on a play action pass and get it over his head.
You got to catch him flat-footed.
Good luck.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, there you go. Okay, Rob. What is Texas' biggest challenge facing Jeremiah Smith? Will they play 2 high safety or 1 high safety?
They're gonna play a combination of both, just depending on where he lines up. They're always gonna keep somebody over the top of him. Jeremiah Smith, facing him, what he does is he attracts so much attention that he takes an extra guy away from your defense, which causes you to have to be short-handed in some situations. So what Texas is going to have to do is really rely on one of their defensive backs to be able to play his zone in a manner in which where he might be underneath and got help over the top, or where he can shadow his guy that's in his zone to keep him from, just getting into the soft spots and getting completions like what they were doing last year. Because Jeremiah Smith, he commands so much freaking attention. I think that if they can play the same kind of scheme they did last year, but their linebackers could probably get a little bit better depth than what they were getting, and our pass rush can get there like they need to. If the pass rush is there, that's going to help us a great deal with Jeremiah Smith, because then our linebackers can fall back a little bit more in coverage. But if they can't get there, then that's going to make it a little bit more difficult for Texas. But I think they got some things that they're going to do, especially if they can get Ohio State in second and long, third and long. They're going to be in good shape, and that's their goal. Is that if Ohio State comes out and runs on first down, they want to try to stop that run so that they can put them in second and long, third and long, so they know that those are typical passing downs, and they'll be ready to drop their linebackers back in the coverage.
Okay, let me ask Ohio State guys this: Will there be a lot of motion by Jeremiah Smith if it's two safety high?
First of all, Poe, them bums is playing two high safeties the whole game. They're not playing nothing else.
Make them have to change their mind.
Yeah, you can't play one high safety against us, bro.
They played a lot of one high safety last year, bro.
We love it. We had the tight end that we got now.
They played. You right. They played one high. You right. Hold. They played one high safety, but they was in cover 3 the whole time. So what you're saying is it don't read. Both of y'all's corners would drop back 25 yards deep, and then y'all got the linebackers underneath and the nickel guy underneath. So I mean, I know what the scheme is, bro. I play Madden. You know what I mean? I know exactly what y'all running. But when we talking about two high safety, one high safety, Jeremiah Smith, that's why I said the running game is gonna matter. Because like Nono said, all that attention gonna be on Jeremiah. They gonna have at least 2 guys attended to him. So that means it should be a light box. You know what I mean? It should be a light box. We should be able to do something in the run game.
Man, we have so many weapons. And guess what? Including the run game, that these running backs that y'all don't know about. Only one with experience coming over from West Virginia, and he don't even have 1,000 yards. You have to think who was our last run?
He froze.
Nah, he declined the call.
Running backs get in there and they do their job. They do their job. Who was our last running back before them? Dobbins? Was that our last running back before Trey? Before Henderson and them?
It might have been Trey Sermon.
Sermon? I think Sermon might have went before Dobbins. Yeah, but whatever the case, both of them in the lead and still in the lead, they're gonna do their job. They're gonna do their job. And like I said, we have so many weapons. If y'all focus too hard on Jeremiah Smith, I want y'all to. I want Texas to focus on Jeremiah. I want everybody to focus on him because, like I say, I really, 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 really feel like we in for a show. I feel like this, like I said, I feel like the offense as well as the defense is going to be better. Now, the running game, as far as the running game goes, I think the running game, I don't know if that can be better. We would just like to be somewhere around there what we had. All right, and I think we're gonna get it because I feel like the line is more experienced, and the running game is only gonna go as far as your offensive line. You know, most of the time during them playoffs, when the running game was really, really clicking, I mean, they wasn't getting touched at the line of scrimmage. So when your offensive line can block like that for your running backs, I mean, it's a beautiful thing, and I really, really feel like our offensive line they have that continuity, and it's a tight group, and they played championship football. So I'm looking for the running game to be good. Like I said, I'm looking for that offense and defense to be explosive.
Yeah.
Well, let me add one more thing to that so that, so we have a better understanding of what Texas's intention is. Even though they're going to have numbers on Jeremiah Smith, they want to play with a light box. Texas has been one of the best teams in the country the past 3 or 4 years, stopping the run with a light box. So they already know that that's what their game plan is. And if they can be successful with a light box stopping the run, and I think they can with the type of running backs that Ohio State has now. These guys are bigger backs to where they're not going to be necessarily home run hitters. And if your defensive tackles can plug those holes, your linebackers can get there and make tackles. And both of our linebackers are really good tacklers. I think that if we could keep that light box and not have to commit any more numbers to that box, Texas will be in really good shape, being able to cover Jeremiah Smith, the other wide receivers, and stop the run.
Ohio State has never been stopped with a light box, my brother.
Well,
last
year you only had 75
let
yards.
y'all put a light box up there. We're only stopped when they throw that box up.
How many yards per carry did both of them average? Answer that question.
I think it was 4.5.
No. Trey Junkins averaged 5 yards a carry. Trey averaged 7. Stop playing.
Listen.
Stop playing.
75 yards rushing on 15 carries. How much is that?
It ain't about the rush yards. This is about the average yards per carry, bro. That's where you getting it.
That's 5 yards. Hey, but look, that's 5 yards to carry. What are you asking for? That's 5 yards to carry. 75 yards on 15 carries, that's 5 yards to carry.
15 carries for 75 yards.
5 yards a pop.
Magnitude is not that great. That's why the game
did we win
14 with a chance for Texas to tie the game up.
With a chance. Everybody got a chance.
We didn't play clean football. We killed drives.
Come on, man.
We killed drives with penalties.
Yeah, we killed our own stuff. Y'all got blew out, bro.
Most of the times when teams don't play clean games, it's because of the opponents they're playing.
No, it's not.
No.
It's because you're lacking discipline.
That's the shit I've been talking about right there.
It's because you're lacking discipline.
There we go. Bring that fire.
Listen. That's the kind of stuff I'll be talking about, man. Y'all don't ever want to give the opposing team no credit for what they do. Y'all feel like, oh, it's all our mistakes. We blew it. We did this. We did that. As if y'all was playing against a bunch of damn babies that couldn't tackle and shit. No, man, y'all playing against a really good defense that held y'all's
Yes, we did. Y'all did.
15 carries for 75 yards, bro.
5 yards a pop. Who mad at 5 yards a pop, bro?
You see, what you doing is though.
Sounds good, but it's not good when you got a 10 and then a 1.
Yeah, but what you doing is you're counting the sack stats.
Sound that good.
You counting the sack stats, so it brought the rushing yards down because of the sacks. That's what you're doing. I already know. That's why I said you gotta look at the average yards per.
You know he gonna move
you gotta look at the average yards per carry.
How many sacks we get?
I think y'all had 2 in that game.
I was about to say it wasn't many.
2.
It wasn't many.
That's what I'm saying. So that should let you know that your rushing yards wasn't all that damn good.
But 2 sacks can be 15 yards. That's 100.
It could be.
Right.
It could be.
I'm
talking about your running backs. Now you got to remember, what's the name ran the ball too? Your quarterback ran the ball too.
Yeah, he ran. But I'm just talking about the running backs.
15 for 75. 15 for 75.
Man,
I'll take it. $5 a pop, baby. $5 holler, baby. I ain't never mad about that.
And that sounds really good. It sounds really
great.
Good. Until you start looking at the actual runs, and then you're like, oh, well, they ain't do so good. They ain't do so good. And they didn't. They didn't run the ball like you expected them to. And neither did Texas.
We didn't pass it like y'all expected us to either. But guess what happened?
But that's my point, because
our main guy only got 1 reception. Look, we beat y'all with our main receiver getting 1 reception and only 75 yards rushing. What does that say about this big powerhouse of a team you talking about you had, bro?
Why did he only have 1 reception?
Because y'all locked him down.
I mean, Cardinal Tate had a monster game, though.
Yeah.
He had 1 reception. You're talking about 1 receiver. Cardinal Tate turned up that game, though.
Yeah.
I'm quite sure Jeremiah will take 1 reception on Saturday for a victory, and everybody else eating. Max Clare with 100, Tate with 100, Peoples with 100.
Anybody would. All right, Paulie, I'm done.
We'll take the DK. Yeah, move on. Yeah, move on, because he don't want it.
Okay, this what I think the key to the game is. Which quarterback is going to keep their offense ahead of the sticks?
And I mean, I gotta go with my guy, because when you got a safety blanket like Jeremiah Smith, and you also got a very, very high possibility of another first-round receiver on the other side, and then you got a very capable tight end. I I mean, he got everything, bro. He got everything at his disposal. And when I look at Texas, we could talk about Wingo. We could talk about DeAndre Moore, who I think hands is made out of glass. But Wingo is a speed guy. I don't really see him routing people up. He's a speed guy, bro. I need either a possession dude or I just need an absolute stud like Jeremiah Smith, or I need a tight end that I could just ultimately trust. And I think we got all three. And I think that's what's going to help keep Julian Sayin on schedule.
And ahead of the sticks. I don't need to follow what he said. Go ahead, Rob.
Okay.
There's no way that Julian Sayin is going to be the guy ahead of Arch Manning in terms of keeping his offense ahead of the sticks. There's no way, bro. We got just as talented wide receiver and tight end group as they do. Better pass catching running backs.
Wide receiver, you.
Better pass catching running backs. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling you now, and we got a quarterback that can run better. Now, Julian Sayin has some athleticism. He does. But guess what he is? He's slider built. He's not one of those guys that want to get out there and get hit.
What y'all QB do last time he ran against Ohio State?
I
thought he put that ball on the ground.
What I'm saying
I thought he put that ball on the ground.
His armor is much more durable than Julian Sayin's is.
He put the ball on the ground first time touching the field against us, bro.
He's not going to be one of those guys that's going to be able to take no hits. So he's going to have to
What you talking about, Manning?
So are you telling me y'all going to put him out the game? Because if y'all do,
what I'm saying is he understands he got to pick and choose when he going to take off.
Who you yelling at, bro?
He can't afford. Like, I'm going to give you a classic example. It's 3rd and 3. We collapse in the pocket. He decide I'm going to run, but there's a linebacker waiting, and he got to make some tough yards. He ain't trying to get that smoke, bro. He 180. He ain't trying to get that smoke. Or 190.
Rob, I'm going to ask you again, Rob. What happened the last time Manning ran the ball against Ohio State?
They call running plays for Manning, though.
Listen, exactly.
And he got his bell rocks.
But dude. He came up off of that peel on one play, trying to get up out the pocket and trying to run. Try that. Let's see.
What I'm telling you is,
okay, let's try it. We're gonna try.
Run. You knew the run was coming. What I'm saying is, if he's dropping back the pass and he just has to run because that's what's.
We know that was a scramble. Wasn't that a scramble he got up out of?
Julian Sayin, he's a bigger body, boy. He got more armor.
Mm-hmm. He gonna need it.
Yeah,
he gonna need it,
and he gonna give it to y'all too. But he understands also that he don't got nobody behind him, so he gonna know to slide. He gonna know to get out of bounds. He gonna pick and choose when he run, but he gonna run it in a way.
Oh no, he gonna think he tough, and he gonna try to stay up.
No, he's not.
He gonna figure out what that Big Ten ball about.
No,
okay, with that be said, how key is the running game, even with the quarterback running? How key is that going to be? And what y'all going to try to do to establish?
It's the most key thing in the whole entire game. It's the most key thing in the whole entire game. Whoever can run the football the best is going to be the one who win this game because that's the one who's going to dictate what the other defense has to do to stop it.
You just heard Zay say that earlier. Stop it.
Which is going to create passing lanes, passing the ball. You was the one that wasn't agreeing with your man over here about the run being the most.
Well, you just said something that he already said.
I didn't get my chance to talk about it because I'm waiting on the running back question, the run game question. You jumped out there early. All I'm saying is whoever runs the football the best, and I believe it's going to be Texas. Simply because they got better running backs and they got a better running quarterback.
Yeah, I think this is where the game is going to get decided, like I said earlier. But I don't think people been introduced to Sonic and Knuckles. You said we don't have a home run threat. Well, you about to get real acquainted with James Peoples. And I wouldn't even be surprised if Bo Jackson got a couple touches the way Ryan Day was talking about him in the presser today. So we got home run threats. And then at
Don't
that,
sleep on
what is
CJ, man. I'm trying to tell you, y'all, don't slip on CJ either, because you gotta understand
Sonic and Knuckles.
when you go to a program that know how to produce and know how to develop, they done already knocked some weight up off of the man. So he already got some weight knocked up off of him. He said he feel a little lighter on his feet. He's a little faster. Don't sleep, man. You could be he may be put in that right position, just like Junkins and Howard was when they came over. You get to elevate your play when you come over to Ohio State. He now has a better offensive line. He now has a better quarterback, better wide receivers. Don't sleep. That two-headed monster is here to stay at Ohio State, I promise you.
Yeah, I mean, he dropped from 245 down to 230. So, man, I expect him to run like Carlos Hyde out there. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. He gonna look a lot like Carlos Hyde when he touched that ball. But also, we've already talked about the offensive line. Our guys have been there already. They've already been there. So, I mean, when we talk about running game, you got to be able to open them holes. I don't care how good your running back is. If you can't open up no holes, your running back ain't gonna do nothing.
You right about that. So besides the all-star wide receivers and the offense line and all that stuff, is there anything else that's going to be a key factor? Special teams, kicker, anything. And Brown, are they putting Muhammad on Smith?
Only when he comes to that side. That's it. He's not gonna follow him. No.
Okay.
Hey, Poe, that almost could have been a question within itself. Special teams is going to be huge.
That's what I'm saying.
In a game like this, special teams is going to be huge for both teams. Do not make a mistake on special teams. It's going to cost you. So special teams have to be solid in a game like this. So your special teams better be solid, because special teams it just may be the difference between a win and a loss in this game.
You're right. What about the transfer kicker that came in? Y'all satisfied with him?
Yeah, we good.
So, I mean, this is the thing. Fielding, he's accurate within 45 feet. Other dude going to be our
45
long
feet?
Yeah, he accurate
within yards. He meant yards.
45. I mean, 45 yards. Yeah. You know what I meant, man.
I know that. That's what I said. I had to make you correct it. I'm about to go sign up there.
Yeah, he's solid 45 yards in, but the dude we got in the portal, man, he gonna be there for them 50 pieces.
Yeah, he got leg.
He got a little leg on him. But this is one thing I know, and this is something that I hate about Ryan Day. I hate it. He better put Mylan Graham at that kick return. I don't care. That is our most explosive dude with the ball in his hand at any given moment, in my opinion, on our football team. I want to see him at kick return and punt return from day one.
That's the true freshman?
Nah. He a sophomore.
Freshman.
He's sophomore. Okay, he might, because you know these experienced coaches, they don't like no true freshmen back there. But I just found out we putting Marsh back there, a true freshman.
The running back?
No, he played receiver. We got him returning punts, and I'm kind of shaky with that myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, that's also the dude that they said hands was shaky.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I don't care. He explosive. So kick return for sure. Punt return, you might need to think about it, because that gunner gonna be there.
Hey, somebody might need to catch it, then give him the ball.
Yeah. No, don't play my guy like that, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
he been on that throwing gun with Jeremiah, man. Don't play with him like that.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, Jeremiah. Hey, he got some stickum gloves. They're gonna have to watch, oh boy.
Well, I know Texas, their special teams is gonna be probably light years better than what it was last year. Our punting was suspect. We had a really, really weak punter. We got a really good punter in the portal, one of the best punters in college football last year, in Bucheski. So I know we're going to be good there. We had to get another field goal kicker. Bert Auburn cost us a game or two last year. So we got a new kicker. He's probably good from 45 in ish. So we should be all right there. I think for kickoffs, Will Stone is probably going to be instructed to kick the ball out the end zone. There's no need to give Ohio State's athletic players any opportunity to try to get anything productive on the kickoff return. And I think on punt return, we're going to probably kick it to where it's going to probably get fair caught most of the time. So I think we're going to be pretty good in that area. But I agree with T1. This game could very well come down to special teams play.
Hey, and I agree with you on the same ditto on the other side. On kickoff, kick it out the end zone. On punts, don't punt it to where they can get a return, because y'all have those same athletes at those positions. So yeah, that's why I say that special team is gonna be it's gonna be big.
Yes,
I don't want to kick it out the end zone. I want them to touch it, and I want to come down and smack them in the mouth. And I hope they got ball first, because I want the crowd to get into it from that hard hitting defense that we seen a year ago. I think it's going to be same type of timing out there. We was the hardest hitting defense in football last year, and I expect the same thing to be true this year.
Well, Steve Sarkisian is one of those coaches that if he wins the toss, he will take that ball, bro.
Take the ball. I hope y'all take the ball.
Love it.
Strike fear in them early.
And he'll take that ball and drive it down the field on you to say, listen, we ain't worried about nothing over here.
He got the jelly scripts, though. He got the jelly scripts, for sure.
Hey, listen this. And his ain't no 15. His is 40. 40 play scripts, bro. 40 play scripts.
He's gonna have to jump off script. He's gonna have to jump off script, baby.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna jump off script. He got a script inside a script inside a script.
He gonna need it.
Okay, I guess this guy's Picasso. We're gonna see.
Hey, riddle me this. Texas #1, but Ohio State favorite. Ohio State favorite. How that happen?
The 12th man is key, bro.
It's just a pickle.
Nah, that 12th man is key, man. They're not gonna be able to hear nothing. I'm telling you, their offense is gonna be flustered the first few drives, bro. They're gonna have to figure it out.
Listen, man. Listen to this, man. Listen to this. Do you know how many college football games have been played in people's home stadiums where the crowd noise is so loud that they can't hear, but they still end up losing? It's happened a lot. We ain't worried about no crowd noise. We know the crowd noise is going to be there, but we're not worried about no crowd noise. We got something for crowd noise, bro.
Hey,
Everything that's good got something for crowd noise.
Hey, but listen to this. The SEC is 0-4 in Ohio Stadium all time. It's never happened. It's never happened. An SEC team has never came to Ohio Stadium and won a football game. And the last one was just ugly. The last one was very bad.
And they came in cocky just like he coming in.
Hey, the last dudes wore the same color.
Same colors and same cockiness.
They wore the same color. They wasn't the real UT, though. They wasn't the real UT.
It don't matter.
He said they wore the same color. Okay, give me a prediction. Let me hear it.
I'm going to go in the middle.
I got Ohio State 24-20.
I got Texas 27-20.
Ohio State 28. No, Ohio State 30, Texas 13.
God to be more.
Yeah. Like, hey, look, all of the SEC people, they're saying it's going to be a blowout, but they saying it's going to be Texas. I'm just saying they got it backwards. The SEC people are saying that they're going to blow us out.
They're looking for clicks.
They say they're going to blow us out.
It's Paul Feinbaum. He really believed it.
First game, y'all going in OT.
You say OT?
Y'all going OT.
Hey, I ain't gonna put no house on it. I ain't a gambling man, but a one point Vegas know they wrong, they dirty for it. With Parlay Po, they dirty for that 1 point, man.
Yeah, they dirty.
They dirty. That's just dirty.
They had to do that.
What the spread is 1 now?
Yeah, they had to do that.
I caught it at 2.5.
Yeah, they
Well,
had
they
to do that.
fluctuate because the money line been going on. Texas.
That 2.5 will be down.
Yeah, but
that's the one.
Texas fan base and Ohio State fan base. You talking about the biggest fan bases?
Yeah, those
So the
two,
money that's going down, the money's going down is pretty even. That's probably why you see it at 1.
Yeah.
And they kicked my boy Barstool Sports can't even go in Ohio State Stadium, man.
Man, who they? No, that's
well.
They
said it's not real. They said that was just clickbait, and you know he's not a part of the Big Noon team. Only the Big Noon team go inside. Going clock. Don't nobody else that's up there. Don't nobody get to go in after 11, but the Big Noon team. So they said all of that was just clickbait.
Hey, we love Dave Portnoy down here in Columbus, man. We love him though. We just don't like who he root for, you know.
Hey, it happened though, man. You know what I mean? Hey, Trump root for Ohio State.
So we don't care about that, fan.
Man, yeah, we don't want those type, bro.
Yeah, we already know Trump root for Ohio State. Y'all got anything else?
We don't like cheaters on our team.
You got anything else before we close out?
Hey, we're gonna be down there at College Game Day. Me and Zay, we going down there for College Game Day. So we're gonna try to check out the festivities down there. But I'm gonna try to hustle back home, man, because I want to be in my seat.
Hey, listen, I plan on leaving College Game Day at like 11:25ish. Yeah,
I hope your car ain't far away.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm saying like 11 o'clock hit. That's when you start booting to the car.
Yeah, for sure.
I plan on being away from downtown at 11:25ish though, like exiting. You feel me?
Man,
exiting downtown.
It's gonna be crazy down there, man.
What's downtown?
I mean, St. John's Arena. That's where College Game Day is.
Oh, at the shoe. All right.
At St. John. Okay. In the parking lot. They holding the parking lot.
No, it's outside in that big field.
Okay. Hey, it's gonna be so packed down there, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be stupid.
It's gonna be dumb.
It's gonna be
and
stupid.
I'm all for it. I might have to pull out my canteen and put some liquor in it.
Oh man.
That should be automatic. I don't know what that should be automatic.
Hey, eat first, man.
You should have that.
Man,
eat first, man.
Like, man, I'm getting up at 7:30, bro. I'm making omelets. It's gonna be a good day.
Get that belly ready.
Hey, you know how you be so hyped, man. You don't eat, you start drinking. Next thing you know, 11:15, you woozy. You know what I mean? Like,
you always eat before you drink. That's why.
See, that's the rule, but everybody don't follow that rule.
Hey, that's why I had them wings at the ESPN spot.
Yeah.
Because I knew once I got home, it was about to be a killer session.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I'm ordering my breakfast from shout out to Simply Delicious. I'm ordering my breakfast from Simply Delicious. I'm gonna order me some perch with the grits and the eggs and the toast. Hey, I'm be good. My belly gonna be good and ready. They never fail me.
Where you watch the game at?
I don't even know yet. Man. I don't even know yet.
See, games like that, man, you might have to stay home and help Ryan.
That's what I use. I usually, I'm in front of my big screen. I don't really, sometimes I don't want to be bothered. You know what I mean? If it ain't just Ohio State fan with me, I don't want no ops with me or nothing. We got to be in our group, but I don't mind ops. Only I like Michigan ops. I'm gonna keep that real. I don't mind if they watch it with me. It's entertaining. What'd you say?
I mind ops. I ain't even gonna front.
Oh yeah. Most of the time.
Sometimes I don't want to be around them suckers. You know what I mean? Like, I'm telling you that right now.
Hey.
But coming that one game, I'm sitting beside that dude right there. Right there. You know what I mean? Right there.
Hey, listen, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hey, maybe we might have to make that. maybe we have to make that one a party, man. We know we gotta have it somewhere and have it
Hey, we might need to go to the
have it on
casino.
110 inches. Now we don't need a casino because I need to be able to smoke, drink. I need to be able to enjoy myself during my games.
Yeah, see, I don't smoke, but I want to pour my own shot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We can get Rob a veggie tray. We got you, Rob. We love you, baby.
Yeah.
We love you, baby.
Do you smoke outside?
Huh?
Do you smoke outside?
I mean, you can. It's legal now.
No, I don't want to smoke at all. I'm asking you. Do you smoke outside?
I will, but when that game is on, if I ain't got no kids, man, do you know how long I had to wait to be able to smoke, to even be able to smoke and watch a game? I had kids. I couldn't even smoke and watch the. You know what I mean? I couldn't smoke in my house. So yes, I go outside.
Yeah. I'm telling you, we got to have that bonfire going. I hope it's a little chilly.
Yeah, y'all got Poe, but y'all got the night game Saturday.
Yeah.
That's a good. My cousin talking about putting this projector up outside.
I'm trying to get down. I'm trying to get down to Ann Arbor before 12 so I can see a little bit of y'all's game.
Oh, so you going to the game?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't play around. I respect that, Poe. I respect that. You ain't just a fan.
Yeah.
You be in the building. You follow your boys. You know who on the team. You know about them. I know a lot of Michigan fans that really, really don't know much about Michigan.
I know a lot of Ohio State fans ain't even been to a spring game.
Ain't.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I don't know.
I've been to more spring games than Ohio State fans. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, damn. I don't know none of them. But look, you gotta understand, and I'm just gonna keep it real. I've had season tickets at Ohio State. Guess what? I'd rather be at home. I'm sorry, but I'm watching it on 120 inches, so it's like I'm at the game.
You can miss some stuff live. You can. You know,
yeah.
Live you can miss some stuff.
But what I miss live is being able to pour my own drink and enjoying myself, and without having to pay an arm and a leg.
See, sometimes when I'm watching it live, I just be looking at one position. You know what I mean? I probably missed the play downfield, but I'm looking at the defensive line. See what they doing. You know what I mean? Sometimes I be analyzing like that.
Right,
you know
right.
I mean? With the game, when it gets so thick, I'll be all like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I've been it. Yeah.
Yeah, and that TV got the rewind button.
It do, man. Like, man,
I don't know, man.
I ain't rewinding nothing live.
But certain games, man, you want to be in that stadium, bro. That stadium be rocking, bro.
They do.
I'm done. Like I said, I've had season tickets. I done seen everybody. I've been at the Ohio State Michigan game in the shoe, Wisconsin, Penn State. I done seen it, and I just prefer to be at home because guess what? I can have as many as I want, and I'm at the game. I promise you. I got my speaker, the bass. I hear the band playing. I promise you, I'm at the game.
Yeah. It's real fun when your team winning too.
Yeah. And it's been like that for me for the past 25 years.
Okay.
Man, stop it.
You know what I mean? I told you, pair of lips say anything, man. I keep
so in the past 25 years, tell me when our losing season was.
6-6.
That's not a losing season, sir.
I'm just
that's
saying.
The worst you're gonna get in 25 years. Look, that's the worst. That's just 1 year out of 25 years where we were just 500. Nobody else can say that, sir. Nobody in college football right now, sir.
That's probably true.
No. Saban got it before Saban got there. Saban wasn't at Alabama in 2000. So Alabama got those down years. Alabama was down before Saban got there. LSU was down before Saban got there.
All right, y'all. Well, it was real, man. I appreciate you, Parlay.
Yes, sir. Parlay, you did your thing, baby.
Sure, shit. Y'all did y'all's thing. Y'all's knowledge, man. Hey, man, right here, Leveled Up Sports 10, FanDuel Sports at Blitzburg, Post Game 86, T1.
Yeah, put that City League TV down there. We on the tube now, so we off and running.
C League TV and WTP Sports here. When our next stream?
Y'all tomorrow, right?
Yeah, me and
Yeah.
Zay.
What time you want to go tomorrow, Paul?
Hey, whenever you're ready. We're gonna talk in the chat because we don't need to do all the games. You know what I mean? Yeah, we don't need to do all the games. Just pick out a lock in like 3 or 4 more games, whatever.
Yeah, I don't listen. It don't even gotta be a full hour either.
Yeah, that's what I said. It could be like.
Hey, well, I'm gonna tell y'all, if I'm free, just like today, I just looked at my time and I saw it was like 7:50. I went to the chat and saw y'all was in there. I came in, so I really be trying, y'all. I'm just tell y'all that I'll be trying, man.
We good.
Hey, did you get your shirt?
Not yet. I go to Fairwood tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I go to Fairwood tomorrow, but I do be trying, y'all. I'm for real. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. I'll be trying, but you know, I'll be on the move. I'll be on the go.
Yeah, I need to come pick up my shirt too.
Yeah. Swing by the school. I'm there.
Okay. All right, y'all, man.
Hey, I'm out at although I wish I wasn't going out this week this Friday because Colorado playing Friday, but I'm out at I got South and Centennial Friday. We had a real good first game of the week for City League TV last Friday. It was doing numbers, man. It was doing good. So hey, y'all, don't forget to subscribe to that City League TV too.
Yeah.
And like I said, we'll be at South this week.
Yeah, I dropped it down there in the bottom.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah. Prime upset with his team right now, so I got to see what Prime.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I might not go nowhere Friday if that's the case. I might just chill at the crib and watch Prime because he's upset with his team right now.
Yeah. He got to light that fire. You know, it's a new year. My boy's gone. My dog gone. He need them new dogs and leaders. So, he out there, he gonna do a psychological thing too to get his boys locked in and ready. Cause this is a big game 1 for Colorado. Y'all got that on the tab for tomorrow?
I don't know.
We gotta
Check into it.
Games we probably had to get
that's
to.
That's a big one. Yeah, that's a big one.
Well, like when I do my picks though, that's like a game I would probably stay away from just because of the spread. So you know what I mean? I like we doing a parlay show. So
yeah. Okay.
I don't know if Poe would. I don't know if you would put that game on your ticket. That's a game I would stay away from though. So
so parlay about to help us make some money. This is the show to tune into to get on them cards parlay.
Me and Zay.
Yeah.
Me and Zay. He lost on the what's the name? I told him pick Iowa State.
It happens, Yeah.
Hey,
but I called that UNLV game for the folks out there. I said take them points.
You did.
Oh, you just go down to the casino and do yours. You don't backyard boogie with the cards no more.
Yeah, I do the FanDuel too. You know what I mean? I do both of them, but the casino easier, so I can see that bread right there.
Right. That's that's what I do. I think I might try my hand a couple times this year. I don't know. I just don't like throwing away money, and last time I gambled, I was up in Detroit a few weeks ago, and I popped them for a hot little $5 on that blackjack table. So I know the gambling guys want to get a couple dollars back for me.
Man, listen, it feel good to get that change in your hand right then and there.
Man,
how you want to big bills?
Yeah,
right.
Thanks.
Okay, y'all. We
appreciate y'all. Love y'all, man. Them WT Sports dudes. He was in the building. Now we out.
All right, y'all be safe, man.
Yes, sir.